around. Her. Hiss. Hiss.
Oh, they can't see. You know, when you're drowning, you don't really drown. You just inhale. It's called voluntary apnea.
So are you saying that Matt found peace from his voluntary apnea?
I don't care about him. He should have drowned.
Including the little boy Matt? Do you think he should have drowned too?
Yeah. He's all mad, isn't he?
Well, one good thing came out of this, don't you think?
What?
Your dad.
Oh. It's alright. Still some tension. You know.
Well, Allison's coping with her mother's death.
I guess. I hadn't seen her. Doesn't talk to Scott anymore. I think it's her choice.
What about those runaways?
What about them?
Just remember, Styles, Gordon Winston Churchill, when you're going through hell, keep going. Don't stop and get water. Although he didn't say that. Well, Scott, you haven't been answering my phone calls, or my text messages, or my emails, or my letters, or when I knock on your door, or when I break inside your house and keep your mom hostage with a kinema. Well, I guess you do listen then. Just give him what he wants. I don't even know what's going on. Just do it, Scott. Just do it, Scott. But it's not that easy, Mom. There's so many people that lives and stuff, and there are no butterflies. There are no rainbows. Mom, this is hard. This is so hard, Mom. It's not that easy. Man, this is crazy. I just kind of want to go, you know.
I just want to be a 16-year-old girl and get my driver's license. Why did I become a wolf?
I just wanted friends, not like murderers after me, trying to murder me.
I want to live.
So I don't like this, Derek. Now we leaving. We can run bounce. See, dog. I ain't down with this. Come on, let's go.
See ya.
The first time I ever did it, it was weird.
Ew.
No. I mean, with touching the animals.
Ew. Start to wonder about you there for a second.
Don't you smell it?
Stinks.
That's poop. But do you smell that?
That also stinks.
That's death. It's very similar to poop.
That's gross.
What do you mean I can't play? What? When did this
Look,
happen?
dummy, you're failing classes.
But still, I go to school.
And you're failing?
How are all of my classmates passing? Everyone in the world is passing but me. I go
Because
to
you're
the same
stupid.
school. We do everything exactly the
You're dumb.
same. And we do exactly the same homework.
Yeah,
Why am I the only one failing? Why can't I keep up with my grades?
Yeah, you're just dumb. You're dumb. So you can't play. Since you're failing like practically all of your classes.
Only 9 of them. And I'm only taking 6.
God, I get to play. I get to play. I get to play. Oh, crap. Wait, but I suck. Why am I playing?
Scott? Is that you, Scott? Ah, you can hear my voice. Yeah, you look over there. No, I'm not over there. You look on there. Mm-mm. But I'm gonna get you. And then somebody gonna die. Die real bad. I ain't under. Quit looking under. Stop it. I'm out of commission a few weeks, and suddenly there's lizard people, geriatric psychopaths, and you're cooking up some werewolves out of every self-esteem deprived adolescent in town. Well, that hurt. I'm here to help.
Sure you are.
I'm here to try to kill, well, not kill, but fix the kinema problem.
How's that?
Well, if someone can get through to Jackson, aka Lydia, then maybe we can fix him.
Why should I trust you?
What other choice do you have, Derek? And not even half the alpha you think you are. Okay, hey you guys, we're back once again reviewing the latest episode of Teen Wolf, episode 11, Twisty,
Deep breath.
and we're joined here with Baba. And this episode entitled Battlefield. We're going to start off our episode, of course, with our favorite quotes of the night. Baba's favorite quote of the night is given from Peter. He's come back from the dead. I mean, that's the best introduction you can ever give anyone. And he quotes this to Derek. I'm out of commission for a few weeks, and suddenly there's lizard people, geriatric psychopaths, and you're cooking up werewolves out of every self-esteem deprived adolescent in town. If that didn't sum up the entire season like that, you can't do better than that. Awesome quote, Peter.
Actually, that's what was happening with Derek.
My favorite quote of the night, once again, has come from Jackson, just because I just think everything he says usually is just hilarious, because it's just too arrogant. And he's talking to Dannie, and he's once again being a concerned friend. He turns to him and says, you know, you okay, dude? And Jack says, I'm perfect. Arrogant!
Well, mine comes from, once again, Styles. And that was when he was on the lacrosse field about to go play, which he never gets to play. And he was talking to the coach, and the coach was like, yeah, you're going to go play unless you want to play it yourself. And he said, I've already done it today, twice. So, yeah.
You just can't beat those quotes. Awesome way to start the episode. Yeah! Starting off with our loose ends of the night. Alright, loose ends for us is, why are the wolves scared? Did anyone else have this question? Okay, now, we have the idea that they're all after the kinema. Okay,
Right.
We know this. They all work. They're not working together, but they're all trying to stop it. Now, suddenly we know who the kinema is. We have killed the master, Gerard's new master, and now they're after the wolves. I don't understand. When did the wolves just suddenly get this scared? What did the Argents do that made them this scared? They haven't done nothing. They've been after the kinema.
Maybe because they got the kinema on their side now.
Maybe.
Like, ooh, we can paralyze them.
No, but see, they didn't know that. They don't know who has the kinema.
Oh,
so I don't know.
I was trying to help out their unrationalized fear.
So I don't understand why Erica and Boyd are just like scared out of their wits. I don't understand
why they want to all of a sudden run.
Right. So then at the opening, you know, when Styles has this great opening, which is starting to really show that this kid is actually a really good actor.
I like Styles.
he mentioned a dead lacrosse teammate. The only person I know that was Matt. Was he on the team? When did he join? He was taking them photographs. So I don't know I don't know where that comes from. If anyone knows who the dead, please tell me. I really honestly don't know who the dead teammate is.
Me neither.
Where are the parents?
Ain't
That's
nobody
another
got
lesson.
parents in this.
I mean, we have the main ones. We have Scott's mom. We have Styles' dad. We have Jackson's father, who's a lawyer, who's mentioned. We've seen Lydia's mom, and then we have Allison's parents, so we can point out the lineup. But I don't understand why there are 3 runaways and there are no parents. Now Isaac is dead, so but who's his guardian? Where's Erica's parents? Where's Boyd's parents? How are they runaways and we've never seen their parents? No one seems to be concerned about them running away.
Because nobody loves them there.
I mean, there's, granted, they're the sad adolescents, but there has to be a guardian. Come on.
Loves them.
I know, right? So, also, you mentioned when did Styles and the guidance counselor become buddy-buddy?
Yeah, I was concerned about that because, I mean, I understand that if you don't have anybody else to talk to, your guidance counselor is there for you, but it just seemed like Styles was volunteering a lot of information to this lady, and especially since we don't know anything about her, like, why is she there with the vet a lot of the times? We don't know anything about this woman, and the fact that she's getting all this free information from Styles is kind of like, huh?
Then we have the scene where Scott's talking to his mama naked. I don't know if anyone else realized he just took a shower, just popped out. His hair is slightly damp. Right. And he steps out of the shower, and granted, I know he's scared I was his wit because his mom is, in danger.
But your junk is hanging out.
Right. And there was never a moment of modesty.
I need you to cover
even after they leave and he's talking to his mom, he is still butt naked. Okay.
Yes, I'm gonna need you to.
Why did he ever get a shower? I mean, granted, it's your mother. I know she's seen it before, but you know what I mean. It's like it's still the whole mom.
Right. Put a towel.
Right, at the end of the scene, I've been like, oh gosh, that would have been fine. I've been okay because it'd been funny, but
yeah, something funny at the end of it instead of it. Well, I mean, we needed the seriousness. Never mind.
You mentioned once Erica and Boyd figure out it's the Argents. Why did they stay in the woods? Yeah, I think that's just a mistake in the way that they portrayed the scene. I think what happened.
MTV, get y'all timing issue correct, because I mean, you got them in the woods. They find out it's the Argents with a recorder. Then the next scene, they're like running from the Argents. Like,
when did they find the Argents? When did they figure it out? When did they start running? It's a lot of things that are inferred that we honestly don't know. So it does make it seem like they knew it was the Argents and they just stayed. So
yeah.
Baba has brought up, didn't the team forfeit if Scott didn't play? So when Scott left the field, how did they still win the game?
Well,
that was such a mistake on MTV. I caught that, and then I thought about that, but then I was like, I just magically thought that one of the players that were knocked out just popped back up and went into that game.
Well, no, because he couldn't have, because the coach was even calling for Scott. So.
Right. Then we have werewolves can take pain away. Is this new? Did I miss something? I really want to think back to season 1, and I want to say I don't remember this at all. And if I'm supposed to remember this, then I would have loved like a 2-second flashback that shows, oh dang, I should remember that. Then it's make me feel bad. But now it makes me think that I don't remember this at all. And I would remember something like this because once again, it's a weird werewolf power. They can come back from the dead. They can heal dogs, but not really heal them, just kind of take the pain away. These are weird powers that wolves usually don't have.
Yeah, because you're not healing them.
They can turn into reptilian creatures if they have issues with their past. I mean, there's a lot of weird werewolf powers.
That one's kind of funny.
So it's a lot of ones that I'm not familiar with, and I think I remember that one because it's been weird. Then also, did Gerard order Jackson to stab himself, or did Jackson come awake long enough to take himself out before he hurt somebody? I wonder about that too, because it seems like it's one of those moments where we don't know if it's supposed to be the idea that Jackson made a sacrifice, or was Gerard just being mean. Maybe Gerard is trying to kill Jackson secretly, which would be hilarious to just make him the master and then kill the pet. Kind of funny. Moving on to characters for this week. Baba mentions about Styles and Dad, both of their reactions to being able to go out on the field and play. Styles was surprised and made the masturbation joke, and then we have his dad, who's genuinely excited that his son is getting a chance to play.
Which is a touching moment because it doesn't seem like he's proud of Styles.
Not for much, but it seems like he's proud, but he's not proud. It's kind of like, but right. And then another thing, she says, when did Erica and Boy get so chummy? They're holding hands a lot, and they're gonna run away together, and
I don't know when that happened.
They're really dependent on each other. When it seems like if they're that dependent on each other, why can't they all bend together and be a pack? If they can work together that well,
right? I don't know. Maybe they didn't like Derek.
No one likes Derek.
Well, they shouldn't have gotten beat by him and followed.
No, they just liked his saliva, apparently. But okay. Things that we line up on was that Scott's mom seems to bounce back pretty quick. She goes from, to, in this episode, he's like, just give him what he wants, to now to, what, you do the right thing. So, but I think that I like Mrs. McCall. I always liked her character because she seems so much like a mom. But my issue is, as soon as she's flippy floppy a little bit too fast, we want her to be okay with him being a wolf. That's the only way we will continue liking her as a character. If she hates him for being a wolf, something that he could not control, and he's doing the right thing, we will dislike her. So she has to eventually accept it. I just think she accepted it a little bit too fast, and there was nothing that really pushed for her to suddenly accept it. So I was a little bit taken back by that. Then there's also, so Allison went from sweet badass to extreme bitch pretty quick, right? Okay, think about it. She's trying to be tough with this bow and arrow, and she wants revenge,
crossbow.
But then she just becomes like this horrible person who's just like arrow, 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 and I don't. Maybe it's just me. How fast can you load a bow and arrow? It seemed like it was gunshots. As fast she was shooting them out.
A machine arrow bow cross thing.
Right. It was like boom, 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 boom. I was scared if he didn't shoot it fast enough. I thought the arrows was gonna beat the bullet actually, because she was firing them off a little quick there. Once again, I don't know if it's just I don't know how fast you can shoot an arrow, so maybe that's just actually true. Then we have to talk about Peter. Peter's back he's back from the dead. And okay, he's back. So he came back from the dead. He's not the alpha. He needs Derek. So what's his point? To help them defeat the Kinema? Why is he back? Seems like there has to be an ulterior motive there.
He said it was to help them defeat the Kinema.
Right. As of right now, but what's the ultimate plan? Come on, we know he's thinking way ahead of that.
Well, it has something to do with Lydia, I do believe.
Then we have Grandpa Gerard, and it's kind of like, he just wants revenge for his daughter, which means what? Okay, he goes around, he kills all the wolves. Well, he seems like he probably was the reason Mrs. Argent killed herself.
He's trying to kill a lot of people.
And then it seems like he's manipulating Allison.
And he wants the Kinema to himself.
So I'm beginning to think about this and wonder, really, what is his plan? He's saying revenge, but it seems like it's much more than that. And if it isn't, then MTV, that's the way you're making it seem like there's more to it than just revenge. It seems like he doesn't only blame the wolves. It seems like he blames the Argents for his daughter's death too.
Yeah.
So I don't know if anyone's aware of that, but that's what it seems like now. I don't know.
It wasn't their fault though. She was crazy like he was.
Right. So they're two crazies, Then we got Isaac. Isaac is stepping up and really, really looking to Scott, lead me, guide me. I love you.
I'm your mold.
Right. And, you're my daddy now. So,
basically.
So I'm a little bit curious about what Isaac and what's he going to be on, because it seems like Isaac and Erica were like the bad ones who were all tough, and now Erica running around crying. That's nothing. When did Erica do the 360?
And become a girl.
She is all tough, showing up the
Hate to
claws,
say it, but
thinking that she can beat up anyone and walk her, and then it's like, oh my god, they're gonna kill me. Stop!
And I just wanted to keep my license.
So I mean, I don't understand when did this happen? I don't know when this changed. Just, if no one knows what changed her, I don't know. You know, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, because during the full moon, she was all big and bad with the little thing on her head.
And then we got the whole idea of the vet and the guidance counselor, and that's all we got on them, is because that's all we know about them. Seriously, MTV, it's annoying. Tell us what their point is and what the goal is.
Can we get a name?
I'm an advisor. What does that even mean? You knew they were wolves, and you knew he was a vet, and you know Peter back, and I don't even know why you even know that. See, that's another thing. Why do you know all this stuff, and no one questions why you know it?
It's crazy.
I don't know. The whole idea is I like it because it's like a mistake, but it's like, give me something. You're giving me like half of a bit of nothing, and that leads to nothing. So come on, MTV again. All right, moving on to surprises of the night. Baba has that Erica and Boyd are wanting greener pastures. In other words, they want to move on and leave Derek behind.
That's not surprising.
I mean, who wants to say Derek is mean? So that's kind of surprising. I think it's more surprising that they're working together and they want happier place in life.
I thought they were, well, you know, he's also not the alpha that he wants to be or that he thinks he is. So.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have the artist being the other pack. That was a nice, funny little surprise. Was then you get Eric and Boyd scared the crap out of him. So that was funny. Then for us, we have Jackson stabbing himself. I was surprised at it. I did not think that he would actually stab himself, which meant he is gaining some control. Then we have Danny and Lydia can get through to Jackson. Peter's pushing Lydia. But then again, if we think about it, we also have the idea that Danny got through to Jackson also, which is surprising because I was not expecting Danny to be able to get through to Jackson as easily as Lydia did, because we know with Lydia it's the immunity thing.
Yeah.
Then we have Lydia rooting for Styles. I thought that was kind of cute.
Yeah, that was a surprise too.
And then we have Allison shot Boyd that many times. I was just surprised how many times she shot him. I mean, she was shooting them all, but bang, 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 bang. And the poor boy was sitting there dying. So they had to shoot the arrow out of him. That's awful. So I mean, your daddy was like, stop. Then we have Erica being weak. Once again, just have to mention it. I don't understand this. When did she get weak, y'all? She was tough. The big question of the night. The big question for the night for me is, I feel like the show is redefining what it is to be a hero or good, and what it is to be a villain or bad. So who's truly bad and who is truly good? Well, we have Baba, who answers Scott is a hero for her. He is the undeniably one, because he can admit when it's just been dumb luck that has got him through some of the baddest, some of the worst situations, which is, the best way to be a hero is be like,
what's going on?
I just try to do the right thing, you know what I mean? Then we have Styles, who is definitely a hero. He has no magical powers, but yet he's hanging with everyone. He's doing the best he can, and he has not given up yet.
Oh, I heart Styles.
So you just gotta love Styles. Then there's Mr. Argent, which was somewhat of a shocker, but not really. He's the only one that's trying to follow a code anymore. So he has to be some kind of hero there.
Nah.
As far as the absolute villains, we have Gerard, because his antics are mysterious and terrible. I mean, he's been stabbed Scott, he's threatened other people, he's just an evil old man popping pills. So, I mean, he's a druggie too.
Pill popper.
So, then we got Peter, and she is not so sure what his motivations are this season, but he has really shown a lot of heroic qualities. We don't know much about him other than the fact he came back from the dead. He was the villain in season 1. So, really, what is his goals now? This whole question came to me because I'm looking at the show, and it's interesting that everyone is starting to kind of play a little, even the good characters are starting to have a little evil, and then even the bad characters are starting to have a little good. We understand that Scott, for an example, is a good guy. We know he's a good guy, but then he's working with Gerard. He's doing this job to take experience, but he's still working with Gerard. He's betraying Derek. He's trying to expose Derek, trying to lead him out into open field so the Argents can kill him. But he's doing it to protect his family and his
Trying to
friends.
kill me.
So we understand it's honorable, but it's also bad. Then we got Gerard, who, you know, is the bad guy going around stabbing Scott, popping pills, killing Matt, and he's a mean old man. But we also have this idea that he is trying for revenge of his daughter. He's upset his daughter's dead. So he's just trying to get revenge and trying to avenge her death. So it's interesting that these qualities are found in the heroes and the villains that begins to make you, some of the area becomes a little muddy, because we're like, well, we know Scott is the good guy, and we know Gerard is the bad guy, but are they really doing all the way good, and they're really doing all the way bad? And it's making you question a lot of things about traditional roles of villainy and heroics. So,
which is something I kind of like about the show, because you can't trust just one character, or you can't trust anyone.
and there's always a nice surprise. So, I think
Or
that's
like
just,
they say, trust the instinct.
so I really enjoyed this aspect of the show. This once again shows good writing.
Mhm.
Sometimes they have bad writing because they make us think, huh, that didn't make any sense. But this is one of the times where I enjoyed it because it really did make good sense. So awesome. And then we got, well, what's going to happen next? Well, we hope Lydia's eventually going to talk to Jackson, figure out, maybe actually make him a wolf, get through his baggage. My parents dead. Okay, well, let's figure out. I don't know how you can fix that. I mean, his parents are dead. I don't know what grudge or something he's holding. What did it mean by blank faces for his parents? He doesn't know them, but does it mean he doesn't have an identity because he doesn't know his parents? I don't know. A lot of it.
I thought he knew his parents. I thought they died when he was like 11 or something. I don't know. Maybe he's starting to forget them.
That could be it. And so I meant that, but he's forgetting a part of himself, so he doesn't even recognize himself.
Yeah.
So then we, once again, maybe we'll figure out what Peter's intent actually is. I doubt we're going to figure out exactly his intent by the end of the season. It's just too close to the end of the season. But I don't know. They might hint at it at least. Then we got Gerard's going to be stopped. I hope he's going to be stopped, killed, or at least we find out what pills he's popping. I want to know what's in the little tin can.
Yeah.
And you know something?
Dying.
And then you know how we have Isaac and we have Scott, who can smell the death on dogs. I wonder, can they smell it on humans? Wouldn't it be most interesting if Scott or Isaac or any of the wolves could smell it on Gerard? Maybe the pills he's popping is for the horrible disease that's taking his life. How sick is Granddaddy? So, I think that would be it, because I mean, why else would they introduce it? It seems like an odd trait to introduce at the close to the end of the season, unless there's a point to it.
What, a pill popper?
No, the fact that they can smell death.
Ah.
So, kind of a little bit curious about that. Wonder how this is going to turn out.
You only got 2 years to live.
Only one episode left of the season, but don't worry, there's going to be season 3, so don't panic. Don't panic. I panic. But don't panic. There's going to be 24 episodes, so keep that in mind. So we'll see. Maybe this time we won't have all those time issues where they won't be rushing it in 12 episodes. So hopefully everything is going to figure out. We're going to figure this stuff out. One more episode, people. One more episode, people. One more episode, people. Check you guys later. This is Twisty.
Bye-bye. And be fresh.
Thank you guys for watching. Check out Teen Wolf Monday night. I'm on edge. Are you on edge? You need to watch this episode.
Trust the instinct.